It's hard to keep your hands and your feet off the instruments in the new interactive areas at the Museum of Making Music in Carlsbad. But that's the point, to bring out everyone's inner musician.
You'll find some what we might think of as traditional instruments, guitar and piano and drums, but then you also have the new electronic instruments, DJ turntables. We have an electric theremin. We've got a new lighting console that you can try out with mixing music. You don't really have the type of experiences you would normally have if you were just picking up a guitar. There's something beyond just playing a traditional instrument here.
BJ Morgan is the marketing manager for the museum. He says musical innovations are shaping the way music is made, and they have to follow the tunes.
We do like to recognize the newest innovations. This museum is all about innovations, things that help change instruments and what made them the way they are. And over time, you could recognize that, yeah, you had a record player maybe back in the 20s and 30s, but what does that look like now?
But rather than adding a new exhibit, the museum created 2 new interactive spaces for everyone to try.
We realized we've got a lot more opportunity here, and so that was kind of the catalyst for this new remodel, to add even more interactivity and more advantages and a little bit more spaces where we can tell some deeper stories.
I don't really play an instrument, but I've always wanted to perform on the stage or do something with an instrument or my voice, and I love this museum.
That was 4th grader Eloise Hoffine. We joined her class during a field trip to the museum.
The drum circle was really cool because it's everyone beating in it's like synchronized swimming, except it was drums.
She got to control the beat of the drums for her class before exploring the rest of the museum.
We started by watching a really cool informational video about how music gets to your ears, and then we learned about different types of instruments, which was really fun. Then we were playing really cool instruments in this room, and I liked the accordion the best.
Hoffine still has some time to discover new instruments. But for sophomores Amaya Fox-Williams and Gina Buono, the field trip to the museum is a trip of rediscovery.
Yeah, I like the harp because I wanted to play the harp when I was younger. I guess I got my hopes up a little bit. It's not as fun as I thought it was gonna be, but I definitely want to get back into playing the drums again.
I like playing guitar. I kind of wanted to play piano. Well, it gives me a more open mind about what other instruments I could play, or what I could do if I wanted to be in the music industry.
BJ Morgan with the museum says music has evolved from our grandparents' age, but it's still cross-generational, and here age doesn't matter.
Every generation has something they do gravitate towards, but even in those generations, you still have a whole variety. And so our goal is to make sure we're trying to offer as much as we can, no matter what your interests are.
Through donations and grants, the Museum of Making Music is able to offer subsidized school field trips in hopes of inspiring the next line of musicians.
This is where you can come and find your place in making music. A lot of folks don't think that they have the ability to make music, but we really want to break down those barriers and make it more accessible to everyone, and learn where these instruments came from, or learn where the possibilities exist.
And Morgan says the possibilities never end, adding they offer adult music programs.
So we have both a concert band and we have an orchestra program for adults that are interested in learning, maybe relearning, maybe reigniting their passion for music.
The museum is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday, with different concerts and classes throughout the year. Tanya Thorne, KPBS News.